Good Lord, Simon Stevens is still obsessed over me. Oh my god, did you see what Canadian Gamer did? Oh my god, he logged into an Alpha Nerd alt account, and he actually admitted to doing it because it was just a fucking parody. Oh my god. And then you got Chicken Legs Nathaniel there, eh? Oh, I don't want to talk about these guys anymore. I'm done with these guys. Oh, do you got the video? Do you got the video on Canadian Gamer? Oh my god, oh my god. Like, you could, especially with Simon Stevens, you can make videos about me until the cows come home. I really don't care. At the end of the day, living well is the best revenge. I'm pretty sure I'm doing a hell of a lot better than you right now, Simon, that's for sure. I think you need to spend less time focused on me, and I think you need to spend more time focusing on yourself. That's pretty apparent. That's pretty apparent. So, I mean, again, if you want to post clickbait videos just to chase clout, and that's your big thing, you got chronic fatigue, so you can't get out of bed. So you've got enough energy to move your wrists around and use your keyboard, I guess. So whatever, man, whatever floats your boat. Keep cashing those insurance checks. So today we're going to talk about James Bond on the channel. The reason why we talk about that, I got a couple of games here. One of them I was actually playing earlier today. James Bond, growing up in the 90s, obviously the Pierce Brosnan films, is that how you pronounce his name? They were huge films in the 90s. I'm going to get this out of the way right now. I'm not a huge fan of James Bond. I never was, and I never will be. Especially the later films, especially the Daniel Craig films as well. And those are just, in my opinion, just one long commercial. There's so much product placement in those films, from the Rolex watch that he's wearing to the Aston Martin DB7 that he's driving. Everything's just a complete shill fest in those movies. So I can't stand those movies. You got Adele doing the soundtrack, Chris Cornell. So it's weird that I don't like the movies, because there's a couple of games for a lot of the consoles over the last couple of years that I've really enjoyed. However, the one game I really didn't like was Goldeneye 007 for the N64. I used to have that for the N64. And I'll say it now, and I'll say it again, and I said it back then. I never liked that game. There was something about it that I just didn't like. I always thought the frame rates were really choppy in that game. We laugh at it now, but even back then, I just never could get into that game. So a couple of years ago, I came across a huge lot of PS2 games with a fat model PS2 at my old apartment that someone was giving away. And when I picked it up, there was a couple of James Bond games that were in the box. So I'm going to show them off first, and then I'll show off the Xbox game at the end. So the first game, and I just only recently popped this in, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, that's GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Now this game, in my opinion, this game sucks. In this game, you're not James Bond, you're the Rogue Agent, and I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. The controls are fucking terrible in this game. The cool thing about my copy, it's still got the 007 Presents sticker on the bottom there, so that in itself might be worth keeping the game. It's not a terribly hard to find game. You could get it on pretty much all the consoles back then. So yeah, GoldenEye Rogue Agent, it is a first-person shooter. Not really going to talk about it that much. I'm not crazy on it. Now this one here, I just got into it today, and yeah, I'm pretty blown away. This is already probably one of my most favorite PS2 games, if you can believe it. And that's 007 Nightfire. Now this one stars our boy here, Mr. Bronson. And this one's chapter based, so it's very short chapters, almost like you're playing a movie. And I think I'm in chapter 4 right now, but like I'll show you some footage here. It's not all just first person shooter. There's segments where you're on a gondola. There's a segment where you're on a skidoo. Really awesome. And there's even a segment where you're in the Aston Martin and you're ripping around on a frozen lake. So yeah, having a blast with this. I don't think it's going to take long to beat it. It's a pretty short game. But yeah, 007 Nightfire. Awesome set pieces. Really good graphics. The controls do take a little bit of getting used to. But all in all, I'm really impressed with 007 Nightfire. Another game that you can get. It's extremely cheap. There's another game starring Pierce Bronson on video games as well that came out. I can't remember might be Tomorrow Never Dies. I'm not sure. I think Kim Basinger's in it. Might be Heidi Klum. So that one might be good. I don't know. I haven't played it. Maybe you guys can leave it in the comments below. But I was blown away by this. I find the segments where it's a first-person shooter are actually the weakest parts of the game. It's when you're in the car, on the skidoo. Those segments are the best segments, as well as the introduction where you're going through Paris there and you're on the airplane and then you're in the car as well. Really good introduction to the game. So the last one I want to show you here, this one is From Russia with Love, 007. We've got the late, great Sean Connery in here, and I believe he did the voice acting in this game as well. Now let's just stop for a minute and admire the beautiful artwork on this game. That's just incredible. That's probably one of, if not the best artwork that I've seen on any video game, period. So this game is very similar to this in that there's different set pieces. I know there's one part where you're on a boat and you're kind of like underground in like a catacomb. It's really good as well. So this is a nice companion piece to this. I haven't played this one in quite a while, but this is another one that you can pick up fairly cheap as well. I think you can play this one on the 360 as well, backwards compatible. So yeah, I love this game. I love this game. This game sucks, and I'm not really big on 007. I haven't played Bloodstone. I haven't played Legends. I haven't played any of the other James Bond games. I know they did a sort of a remake of 007 from the N64, I believe on the 360 and the PS3. I don't know if that's any good. You guys can maybe leave it in the comments below. So that's going to do it. Like I said, I'm really not a fan of James Bond, the movies. I'm not a fan of Star Wars either, to be honest. Interesting to note, I heard EA, I think it was, they've cut ties, or they're not affiliated with, what was it, Disney? So EA no longer has the license to Star Wars games. A bit off topic, but it does tie in as well. So I saw that in the news last night as well. So let me know in the comments below. Do you guys have any favorite James Bond games? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, just a short video. Thanks so much for watching. You people are wonderful and beautiful. You take care.